Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Adjusting Success. Tonight, we are going to go through conversions. You do all this great work for your marketing, you get people through the doors, you get people to call you, you get people to email you, and then the conversions start to go downhill a little bit, or converting becomes difficult. Well, let's talk about how we're marketing and the three different funnels of marketing that create different types of initial client psychology. This is what we got to truly understand. And I'm just looking down at my phone because I got to get everything synced up to the Facebook group, Marketing 101 for chiropractors. Make sure you're part of that group if you're not. And then there we go. Share to a group. StreamYard changed everything. So now I got to share it again, old school. Awesome. We are all set. Perfect. So you can see YouTube's the best way to do this because I can see all the comments and questions that come through right here. We can answer them live. Otherwise, these videos are all saved on the YouTube channel. You can go back and watch them at any time. I am the digital coach. I'm Dr. Enrico Dolcicore. I'm a chiropractor. I've done this in Canada. I've done this in the US. I run $1 million chiropractic offices and have associates and have satellite offices. And I keep trying all the stuff that we're told in our career is the pinnacle of success. And I've got my thoughts about all that as well. But because I can do it, I feel like I can coach it. That's the difference between all of this. So if you need any help with anything, in a chiropractic office, especially the marketing part, we build amazing machines for your office marketing that run on autopilot forever and ever, as long as you just do a little bit of maintenance, a few minutes every week is all you need to do on your marketing. And that's what we end up doing. So conversions, let's talk about the three separate types of people you get in our office and our staff. We call them cold leads, warm leads, and hot leads. Now, these can be all from the same marketing funnel. Let's say it's a Facebook ad that's running. You can get cold, medium, and hot leads all from that same one. But what I'm talking about is the cold leads, the medium leads, and the hot leads that we get in general in our office. Hot leads are very straightforward. You know what these mean. They are a referral. Somebody refers their mother to come see you. That's a hot lead. I mean, that mother's probably going to book in and see you if they said that they did, right? They're going to show up and they're probably going to be a great patient, or they're going to be a similar client as to the person who referred them. It's a hot lead. That's fantastic. Another one is a Google lead that comes through. They can be hot leads depending on your SEO and your website. If you have good SEO foundations in there, when people are searching for serious questions on Google, on Bing, on Yahoo search, and they put in back pain, or they put in headaches, or they put in sciatica, or they put in chiropractor, or can chiropractor back pain, or whatever it is that they're searching, and you pop up because of your good SEO and your good Google ads, and they click on that, they are considered a warm or hot lead because they are searching for the condition and you could be the solution, and they're going to your website for information. That's a completely different funnel. Cold leads are like Facebook leads, where you're putting out some type of special or an ad to get leads. The cheaper the ad, or the less friction to transaction an ad has, the more leads you will get. And typically, the more leads that you get, the colder they are. So, what we have to have is internal conversion procedures to maximize our efforts, no matter which ones we choose. And in our offices, we make sure we do all three. We're always doing all three. We love the hot leads. They're fantastic. We love the medium leads. They're great. And we like the cold leads. They're good. They're a little bit more work, but they keep the machine running. And by doing all three, you can have great month in and month out by doing this. So what do you do for the cold leads? This is the name of the game for all of marketing, is what are your systems and procedures for the cold leads? A cold lead is something or someone that comes on in, and it's how you respond to them. The marketing research, I use this as an industry standard across all industries, not just healthcare, but across all industries, is that in order to get someone's attention as a cold lead, let's say they put in a query or send out a contact us form or go to your website and send you an email, you've got 5 minutes to contact them. That's the truth. Either call them, email them, or text them right back within 5 minutes. and the drop off a cliff is very fast. It's like down, 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 and after 5 minutes, it drops right off for the chances of trying to get a hold of them. So having automations in place when somebody does fill out a contact us form or does do something on Facebook, and immediately you have a reply back to them, or a text or an email that goes right back to them, or a call, that increases the probability of staying in contact with that cold lead to turn them into a warm prospect. That's the name of the game when it comes to automations. That's the name of the game when it comes to workflows. And there's lots of cool CRMs out there. We use Go High Level, but that is what we use to help people increase their conversions. It's an automated system. You can use MailChimp as well. They have an SMS feature as well in there. But the best way is a good CRM that has a contact platform, an SMS platform, an emailing platform. And the cool thing about Go High Level is you can automatically send out Facebook messages. You can send out Instagram messages. You can send out Google Chat messages. You can send out all these other forms. But the most common way people want to contact you is by phone, by mobile. So mobile, the best ways to do it is by call or by text. That is the best way to get a hold of people when it comes to social media, or sorry, when it comes to getting a cold lead. So having those workflows and those automations in place are great. And one of the things I've been doing with more recent clients recently is building these machines on the back end for them. And that's strictly what they're hiring me for, is to help them, teach them at the same time, get the machine built. And we're doing this very fast. In a month or two, these things are built, and they are happy with that. And then they know how to do their Facebook ads, or they know how to do their Google ads, and they've got this system in there, and then they make it their own. They're like, well, you know what? I love what you created, but in my office, my front desk are really good at these two things. I'm going to get them to do these two things, and I'm going to let the system do the things that we're bad at, like auto text and auto email, but I'm going to get them to do the calls. I don't want any auto voicemails or any auto calls. I'm like, that's fantastic. Way to go. Take it. They're confident with it, and they're running with it. So it's absolutely a fantastic way to get started. I highly recommend automations in your practice. If you don't have automations, you're falling behind. AI is kicking everyone's butt across all industries because they can do stuff so much faster and stay in contact with people so much. But the problem with that is that you don't need to keep up with Tesla or Amazon or Coca-Cola. You don't have to keep up with those companies and the pace that they're going with their marketing, because all you have to do is keep up with the pace, the general pace when it comes to your marketing. Because what's happening with all the text messaging and all the calling is we're desensitizing the population. So what's happened, especially in a recent study showing over the last 4 years since the pandemic, the reception of phone calls, people picking up their phones, the calls, has drastically reduced by 88% in just the last 4 years. So all the marketing companies that used to make calls, for every 100 calls that they would make, 18 people would pick up. Now for every 100 calls that they make, 3 people pick up. They have to make 7 times more calls. They have to make 700 calls to get the 18 people on the phone than they used to 5 years ago, where they could make 100 calls and get 18 people to pick up the phone. That's what's going on. You get tons of spam messages and calls now, and you've probably seen this because of the efforts, and they're realizing this. They just have to go out and do more and more and more. That's why your phone's always saying spam, potential spam calls coming through, because the truth is that's what it is. So you got to rise above the rest. You don't need to do that. You don't need to auto spam thousands of text messages every day. But what you can do is the people that give you their information are considered at least, a warm lead, because they gave you the information. We call them cold leads, depending on how much we have to warm them up. So a Facebook lead that comes through, we call them cold because, yes, we got to send them the texts. Yes, we have to send them the emails. We might actually have to call them a couple times to get a hold of them. We consider those cold leads. But in the marketing game, someone who gives you their name, phone number, and email is automatically a warm lead. That's why building your email lists and doing constant marketing like this is fantastic in building those leads. So every time you send out a mass text or a mass email promoting your business, your list continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And once you realize that you've got this in dial and the emails are going out, and every email you send, you get 2 calls. As your list grows, then you start getting 3 calls. Then you start getting 5 calls after every email. That's why having these large lists are important. And in a brick and mortar business like yourself, the surrounding area, the denser you get this list with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 miles around your office, this list turns to gold very quickly because it now becomes the robust marketing machine in the long run for you. So I just gave you the short term and long term marketing machines that you need to build in your business to stay up with it. And the digital marketing agencies are already fizzling, are going to fizzle out. There's more of them now than ever before. You're being targeted across all platforms about hiring them, all these different ones, and they're all doing the same thing. They're creating ads for you using these CRM platforms, but not telling you how it's done. Selling you on the fact that, hey, you don't need to know how this is done. Hey, you don't need to have any of your hands in any of these pots. That's our job. That's what we do. Heck, Go High Level and most of these other people are selling their platform to white label it on purpose to get as many users on there as possible. That's their platform. So they don't mind that as many marketers are out there using it. So same thing with you. Why can't you use it? Absolutely, you can use it. So that's the way to do this when it comes to it. There's HubSpot, there's other ones. Their price point's a lot higher and maybe a turnoff for most service professionals. You don't want to be spending $1,200 a month on a CRM. A couple $100 a month is worth it. But anything more than that, if it's worth more than your EHR subscription or those types of, I don't know what's more important. Like I always leverage these things with marketers. I'm like, listen, my EHR, which is HIPAA compliant, holds the pretty much the bloodline of my business in there. Everything about patient information is worth less per month than what you're trying to sell me, and you're telling me it's worth more. I don't know how that works. So that's the information that's out there when it comes to this. If you need any help, just reach out to me. Find me on YouTube, on Facebook, on the 101 group. Reach out to me, enricod.com, info@enricod.com. Email me, whatever you need help with. I love doing free consults. I love talking to you on the phone. I love understanding the problems and trying to solve them. Sometimes one simple phone call answers so many questions for people and gets them clear-headed. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. So refocus, turn your marketing in your business into those 3 funnels: cold, warm, and hot leads into your business so that you can understand what to do and where to work these better. So your hot leads, you already have a great system for it. I wish there was some of you on here on the chat just telling me what you do for hot leads in your office. What do you do for a good referral that comes to your office? Please tell me you have some procedure or system that your team knows when somebody refers to your office, there must be a chain of events that happen for that referral. Us in our office, as soon as that comes in, our staff's so great, our front desk, they send out a thank you card immediately. It goes out within the first day or two. Thank you so much for referring so-and-so to our office. It means the world to us. You're absolutely wonderful. We love you. And they might get our signatures on it. They may not, but they send it out. They make sure it just gets in the mail. And that goes out, and everyone appreciates that card. There's no gift there. There's no anti-Stark laws being broken. There's nothing going on there. But if that person brings in 3 people, 2 people, 4 people, I mean, now we're starting to do some stuff for them. Now we're slipping in $100, the restaurant down the road that everyone loves gift card in there and being like, thank you again. We cannot say thank you more than enough. Here's a small token of our appreciation. Thank you for helping us help others live the lives that they deserve. And that goes out. These are just systems that go out there. They're automatically, that's for our hot leads, our referrals, our internal referrals in our office. And then you have systems for the warm leads. What do you do for warm leads? Warm leads are pretty good. They ask like an informative question or it's an informative email. Hey, I'm 26 weeks pregnant. I heard chiropractic can help. Is this true? I'm getting some low back pain or I'm getting some round ligament pain or whatever. That's an email that comes through. And of course, what's that? You would consider that a hot lead, but it's actually a warm lead. They are looking for information. Say, absolutely, you've contacted the right place. Our fees are this. We have 4 pediatric and prenatal trained chiropractors in our office. You picked the best place in town. We would be so excited to help you. Here's the paperwork to get started. All you have to do is reply yes, and I'll find you an appointment that works for you. Like just very few barriers to transaction. Make it as least as possible and always make it sound like it's a done deal. That's what conversions are all about. Thanks for coming to our office. Here's the care plan. I don't see why you would do it any other way. Sign here. I don't see why you would do it any other way. I'm your doctor, right? So these are, we can get into sales at another time. We don't like that in our industry, calling it sales, but you're selling every single day. You're selling yourself every single day. So we should, I'd be more than happy to help you in any way possible. Have a great week. I'm going to go back and watch game 7 of the Stanley Cup finals. Take care.